Hello and very warm welcome at Amish Shackle 5858. I am Amish Shackle. Foreign news have been reported by American, European, Asian, African, Australian news channels and the news agencies. So please let's go to the headlines.
ABC's World News Tonight, America's most watched newscast. Now streaming same day with all the breaking news of the day on Disney Plus. Most watched, most trusted. Now on.
Tonight we have breaking news right now. After a judge tossed out the first indictment, tonight the Justice Department now indicting former FBI Director James Comey for a second time. The new charges center on this post of seashells. The Justice Department claims it was a threat against the president's life. James Comey responding just moments ago. Ball from a young girl. What's now happened tonight? Well, a full car tonight. 30 right here looking tonight. From ABC News, New York.
Found in the death and more great ABC podcasts on the ABC Listen app. Today, evidence found in the desperate search for a missing 5-year-old as authorities Jefferson Lewis's. Driving to its level, leaving.
Today's page, referring to the talk host as a, quote, Kimwit. And today, a spokesman for First Lady Melania Trump doubled down on for Kimmel to be fired. And continues to play respectful and dangerous games, knowing very well that he's protected by the ABC network. It's enough. ABC should draw the line. Yes, Emily, look, when you listen to his recitation of the remarks and his clarifications, I did not hear an apology, much in the same way that there was pretty much no apology, or at least very subtle one, in the wake of his egregious.
In Mali,
Also, led to the death of the Malian Minister of Defense. Meanwhile, the jihadis who claim responsibility to the attack threatened to impose a blockade on the approaches to the Malian capital Bamako 3 days after they, together with the Tuareg rebels, carried out an unprecedented attack on strategic positions held by the ruling junta. Russia says it wants Mali to return to peace and stability as soon as possible after a wave of attacks by jihadists and separatist groups. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said Moscow sees a rapid return to a peaceful and stable situation as important, but declined to say whether Russia's Africa Corps had enough force on the ground to contain the crisis. We considered it important that the country return to a peaceful, stable cause as soon as possible. The comments come after heavy fighting.
The United Arab Emirates is quitting OPEC and the OPEC Plus groups of major oil-producing nations from the 1st of May. The UAE says the decision to withdraw from the cartel will give the country greater flexibility and is in line with what it called its long-term strategic and economic vision. The UAE is the world's fourth biggest oil producer.
On this Tuesday night, Ottawa's spring economic update. The unprecedented strategy to beef up the skilled trades workforce. What's happening to Canada's pension plan contributions? And what's missing from the announcement? A candid royal address to U.S. lawmakers.
The bond of kinship and identity between America and the United Kingdom is priceless and eternal. Asia Now.
Good afternoon. It's 12 p.m. in Singapore and Hong Kong, 9:30 in New Delhi, and 11 o'clock in Jakarta. I'm Grace Shin, and at this hour. The United Arab Emirates prepares to leave OPEC, a major blow to the oil cartel that's dealing with an unprecedented energy crisis, and now wants to focus on its national interests after nearly 60 years with a group of major oil producers. And oil prices are climbing despite the UAE's OPEC exit. The Strait of Hormuz remains shut, exports are constrained, and Brent is back above $110 with WTI nearing 100 as Trump dismisses Iran's plan to end the war. And energy security high on the agenda as Australia's top diplomat meets her Chinese counterpart. Penny Wong heads to Beijing to meet Wang Yi on the second leg of her East Asian tour. Our top story this hour, the UAE has announced it will withdraw from OPEC and the broader OPEC Plus alliance, ending nearly 6 decades of membership. The move strips the oil cartel of its third largest producer at a time when the war on Iran is unsettling global markets. The UAE's energy minister describes the move as a pure policy change after a careful look at current and future policies related to the level of production. He adds leaving the group will give the country greater flexibility as it will no longer be bound by collective output agreements. And the UAE is not the first country to leave the organization.
Thank you for watching. I'm Shakil 5858. I hope you will come again. Have a good life. Bye-bye.